And good afternoon and welcome into Permont Field here at Bernlohr Stadium. We've got men's lacrosse action for you today, and we have the OAC opener with Baldwin Wallace in town taking on Capital. Jonathan, thanks for joining us today as well for our color commentary, and finally we're healthy.
Yeah.
So it's looking a little bit up today for the lacrosse team as we've come into conference play. Kind of an up and down non-conference start to the season. But here we are, day one of conference play. Everybody's healthy, and they're coming off probably the best game they played all year against Wittenberg last Saturday.
Yeah, seeing this team take a victory, securing on the road. I believe that was a away game at Wittenberg. That was here because on the road they are 0-2. But being able to secure a home field advantage and hold down the fort. Now it's time to get into conference play, and it's serious now. It's real serious on how you want to finish the season. I know we got a new head coach, and they're looking like they're getting back on track here. So starting off here with Baldwin Wallace, it's frigid weather, but hopefully they can bring some shicey game and get ready.
It's kind of the same story for Baldwin Wallace. They are also under a first new head coach, and Tony Tatro. So this will be the first matchup between him and Coach Smith on our side. And Baldwin Wallace last year, take what you can from it. 7-game season for some, 8 for others, 9 for some even. Baldwin Wallace finished 4-3 last year. Capital finished 3-4. They are in the coaches poll for what it's worth. Baldwin Wallace was named to be second place projection in terms of what they brought to the table. There's some familiar faces on this Baldwin Wallace team. They do have the reigning freshman of the year, Jake Nanowski, obviously now a sophomore, leading their attack. They had 4 first team all OAC players return, some of those on the defensive side. They also had a second team long stick defensive midfielder return. And they have the fourth highest scorer in the OAC right now in Kyler Byerly, who is one of those first team all OACs from 2021 returning. He has 18 goals this season, 4th in the conference. So there is some firepower to this team, and this is going to be a real test.
It's going to be a real test, especially this team that's coming off a nice victory last week. I guess is it really a beatdown? I don't know what you want to call it, but it was a nice little victory, 18-7 against Chatham. Really looking at number 15, Jake Shorling. He finished off with the game with 4 goals, leading his team in that victory. The team finished off with 18. So, seeing if they're bringing that kind of firepower last week, depending on their home, we'll see how they do here away. Normally away on the season, they're sat up at 1-3 on the road. So on the road, frigid weather, first OAC conference play. I don't know. This is anybody's game, honestly.
It's a good point that you bring up Shorlane with the 4 goals. He now has 7 on the season. He's a freshman, so he's someone they are counting on to take over for some of the departing offense that left. They have 7 players on their team with at least 5 goals this season, including 3 with 10. Capital has just 4 people this season with 7 or more, and only 2 have 12 or more in Pelton and Mason Spalding. So, again, Capital has had some injuries on their attack, so that's part of that, but it does appear on paper Baldwin Wallace does have a little bit more offensive firepower. Let's look at the defense now. This is where Capital has really shined. That's where most of their leadership is, in that defense. And in net, Sam McInturf has been really good. A junior, although he's a junior, doesn't have that much playing time coming into this season. He's held his own. 70 goals allowed in 7 games, obviously 10 goals allowed per game. 99 saves, a 58% save percentage. He's in the top half of the conference. And despite being a junior, I think goalkeeping was somewhat of a question coming into this year. And Sam has definitely showed that he's definitely learned in his first few years here practicing with the team. And it's showing in the games. And he had a really strong performance against Wittenberg.
It's different being able to once going from that, sitting on the bench and watching players ahead of you learning from that experience and just watching them in practice, and then now it's a different feeling when you're in the game actually and holding down. And like you said, his defense, he did an amazing job last week with only allowing 9 goals, holding his fort. Most of the damage was really done early in the first and late in the fourth with 3 goals apiece for Wittenberg. But you talk about defense, but we have a strong offensive power here as well.
And on the other side, Joe Storner will be getting the start in net. He has a similar numbers as McInturf, 10.27 goals against average, 90 saves this season. A 56% save percentage for him, which is 5th in the conference. McInturf is 4th. So a pretty good goalie matchup in this one. Storner is also a junior out of St. X in Louisville. For the rest of the starters, I mentioned Jake Nanowski. He's the reigning freshman of the year. He starts off our starting lineup for the Yellow Jackets. Hunter Boehm, Jack Shorlane, Neil Randall, Ethan Rutkowski, Clay Kolke, Jake Branson, John Schulte, and Kyler Byerly, who's 4th in the conference with 18 goals. Round out the starters for Baldwin Wallace. For Capital, again, McInturf in net. He's joined by Dom Rocco, who gets the start defensively today for James Howenstein, Jake Belt, Cody Cologne, Doc Krimmel, Eben Frund, Jack Sharner, Jaden Kaznowski, Jack Conley, and Lake Harris-Defogo will round out the starters for Capital. One last little stat to get across for you. The face-off could be a big situation here. If you missed the Wittenberg game, their face-off man went down with an injury in the middle of the third quarter, and Lake Harris dominated on face-offs in the second half. Overall in the season, Capital is still struggling in the face-off circle. They're at 46%. Baldwin Wallace similarly at 47%. So obviously you'd want a 50% number to be average. You win half your face-offs. Both these teams well below that 50% mark, and it could be a key to this one as well. We're about 3.5 minutes away from starting things here at Bernlohr, so we'll step away for a few moments, get our national anthem in, and come back with the first game of the men's lacrosse OAC season here at Bernlohr Field at Bernlohr Stadium. Stay with us.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and once again, welcome to Bernlohr Field at Bernlohr Stadium on the campus of Capital University for today's OAC men's lacrosse game featuring the visiting Yellow Jackets of Baldwin Wallace University and your Capital University Comets. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask all who are able to please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
All right, welcome back into Bernlohr. We are ready for our opening face-off. The Yellow Jackets coming in, their bright yellow jerseys, black numbering. They'll be moving from right to left to start things off. And Capital in their home whites with purple numbering and lettering from left to right.
You sure that's black? That look like brown.
All right, we'll call it brown. Fair enough. They usually have that kind of brown alternate, so that's fine. It looks black from up here, but whatever. Dark numbering on the yellow jerseys, if we're being technical. But yeah, this should be a good one. This should be a real test of both these teams. Baldwin Wallace maybe underachieving at 4-3 and taking a look at some of the games they've played with common opponents as Capital, but they did hang in pretty tight as well with the Denison team. That is usually pretty good. They lost by 3 goals in that game, the second game of the year. So, I mean, this is going to be a good test for both these teams, I think, to see where we're at in conference play. And fortunately, you know, we have our best guys out there today. That has not been the case for the better part of this season.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got Mason Spalding, who's not even listed as a starter with 17 goals. He's now a part of that first midfield unit. And it just opens up the firepower when you're able to get Front back in there. Sharner's been in and out of the lineup. Everybody's together again, and this is going to be a good kind of grinded out game here for sure. It's Luke Demerly in the faceoff circle for Baldwin Wallace, 47.9% this season. He'll get the first crack at it today. And for Lake, he's at 58 for 119, 48.7% himself. First faceoff down. Demerly pushes it back towards his defense and scoops it up himself for the first faceoff win of the day.
All right, let's get active. Here we go.
So we'll see the clear breakout here from Baldwin Wallace. Storner's helping out of the net. And a good long pass here to Jonas Aquila to start things off for the Yellow Jackets today. Aquila is staying out there with the attack for now. He was the first team OAC defensive midfielder last year, but it looks like he's a part of their attack now as well. There was a player, number 77, John Schulte, who's trying to get on the field, and now he'll switch off for Aquila. That's what I was expecting. A little bit late in their subs, and they're already down to 35 seconds on the shot clock now because of that. Drew Bolin defending. Pass goes over to Kyler Byerly. Watch out for him today. 18 goals this season. Byerly swims into the defender. Conley pushed behind the net.
This is a good defensive presence to start off so far. It looks like they're struggling to find their rhythm right now.
It took them half the shot clock just to get the guys out there. Now trying to set something up. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ball's down in front of the net. It's still loose, and Bolin comes away with it for Capital. And Bolin now passes it back to the keeper. So a good stand in the first sequence here for Capital. Bolin, by the way, has been out for Capital as well. He's back in the lineup. He's only played 3 games this season for Capital. And a nice defensive midfielder presence as well for Capital, helping out Cologne. And he'll be welcomed back in the lineup today. Nathan Montgomery and Aiden Manning join Spalding out there as the first midfield unit. Belt, Frund, and Sharner the attackers.
There's the flash with it right now.
Yeah, Manning has worked his way up to the top kind of line here. I don't know if they call them lines, but they do cycle through their midfielders and try to keep the units together. And this is the unit that we see the most now, Spalding, Montgomery, and Manning. Manning had been playing on kind of that second line, if you will.
Yeah, Manning's a little shifty fella. You got to be quick and shift to watch where he's going.
Sharner brings it back in. 20 seconds on the shot clock for Cap. It goes back to Manning. He fakes the shot and now works it over to Montgomery. Does a little bit of everything for Capital. Montgomery drives in, pass to Frund. Behind him, picked up by Spalding. 10 seconds to shoot. Pass behind the net to Sharner at the X. He pops back in front. Takes the shot. It hits the side of the net, and it goes wide. That's going to be a shot clock violation either way, but Baldwin Wallace did pick it up with 1 second, so they'll continue on.
Seems like both teams are doing a good job on the defensive end to start off so far.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be kind of one of those games, and just as we say that, it's the defensive midfielder, Jonas Akira, goes all the way to the net and maybe caught Capital sleeping a little bit.
That's that transition. That's just hitting acceleration. That's when you just hold down R2 and you just going.
Akia now with 3 goals this season, so he does take them. He has 8 shots in 7 games, but not a particularly member of the midfield attack. And I think Capital just kind of got lost there and was not expecting Akia to go straight at the net. And he beats McIntyre for the game's first goal. 12:05 to play first quarter. It's 1-0 Baldwin Wallace. Face-off number 2. And this time Lake gets the better of it. Harris has a defender coming from behind. He's able to get across midfield. Yeah, hits the little juke button to get inside. He's thinking about a shot, and he lost the ball. It's loose. Krimmel trying to get there first. He will. Doc fakes a pass to the right, and then inventively gets it over to Sharner.
All right, slow the tempo down. They got to regroup, get set up.
Get your midfielders out there. Harris is still out there. So far, they've got Nathan Mork on the field as well as Jacob Poole, and Harris is looking behind him, waiting to get Brandon Pelton into the game. Oh, they're offsides. Yep. Miscommunication. Harris didn't get back in time, and Pelton walked across midfield, and the coaching staff and Pelton having a disagreement, just a miscommunication, and it leads to a turnover.
And costly turnover, but
yeah, they get it right back.
Yep.
Good defense from Jaden Kaznowski, knocks it loose, and Mork, who was out there on the attack, yeah, he's still out there. So Cap does have 5 of their 6 attackers out there now, and they just need to get Pelton on the field correctly this time.
Here it comes, here it comes.
And he's good.
Come on.
You even give a look back at the coaches before he walked across.
You got to watch out. Pelt, the cannon, he can shoot from anywhere on the field.
For sure. He's got 15 goals this season, too. Shot here from Poole is knocked down, and Storner makes the save. Storner now works it out to the left side. Big long field pass again, and it again is received cleanly. They've been really good on those breakouts here. Blois gets it off to the midfield. Eric Bechtel and Olin Ferguson check in for Baldwin Wallace this time on the attack. Trying to get Reese Leach in there as well. He'll replace Schulte.
It looks like they're slowing down. Trying to regroup again. Here comes their midfielder.
Yeah, they have not had a lot of good opportunities in terms of getting their units out there early in the shot clock. Again, we're down to 40 seconds already, and they're just now getting into their kind of organized set. Kind of accelerates everything on the Baldwin Wallace attack. Their one goal was kind of a quick strike counter attack, more so than a set formation. Got an injured player momentarily. Getting right back up is Kaznowski, I believe. Actually, that's Dom Rocco, who knocks down the shot and then was slow to get up. Rocco has played in 5 of the 7 games this season. Shot goes high here. Just looking over the roster, I mean, about maybe 60% of it's played 7 games. It's just everyone's kind of missed a game or two if you look down the list. Shot here goes wide. Picked up by number 4, Jake Nanowski. And now Nanowski loses it to Capital. One forced error gives Capital possession back. 9 minutes and 20 seconds left in the quarter. Capital really hasn't done much offensively to this point, but they find themselves down by just 1 goal. Still trying to feel out this Baldwin Wallace defense. Shots in favor of Baldwin Wallace right now, 4-2. And Cap will go to the attack, and they have their third midfield line in here, which would be Ian Michaud, John Gaglione, and Jonathan Kilgallen. This line scored a few times against Wittenberg.
Good ball movement, good ball movement.
Gaglione's got a big shot, too. He
put that shoulder down.
Yeah, lowers the shoulder into the defender, but passes off to Kilgallen instead. Now he sets a screen for Kilgallen, who gets tripped. Turfmonster got him, keeps possession. 30 seconds, plenty of time to reset here.
Good job being able to maintain that ball. It's a deep pass.
Yeah, Gaglione. It's like he was going down the sideline there to Sharner. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Sharner tiptoes the crease.
A reverse behind the back
Yeah.
shot.
I don't know how the pass got in or the shot got out, but it did. Unfortunately, no reset of the shot clock, so only 10 seconds now for Belt. Looking for a screen from Gaglione.
5 seconds.
Got to just take a shot here. He whips it into the corner. So Capital can get their defensive midfield subs on and set up for the breakout here from Baldwin Wallace. Pass comes down to the near sideline to Rutkowski. And he'll go crossfield. Man, they are not shy to throw these passes downfield. Good find forward to Jack Shorling. You mentioned he had 4 goals last game for B-Dub, and now a shot here from Jake Nanowski. And he puts him up 2-0.
You talk about how it's easy to make these deep passes is because they're sitting in like a zone-type defense, and also their players are set in a certain zone area. All you got to do is put the ball in that area anywhere close. That's all you need, and looks like they were able to score again on a transition score.
Jake Nanowski with his 14th of the season, second on the team with 24 points now this year. He also has 10 dimes, which leads the team. Nanowski, I mentioned in the pregame, the 21 freshman of the year here in the OAC. So he's also the younger brother of a accomplished player for Baldwin Wallace, who was a senior last season. And they're able to continue the Nanowski tradition on, I guess, by getting Jake in here, now a sophomore.
It's anybody's ball.
Yeah, we're still going on the face-off here. Whistles blow, and they're going to call it against Capital. Maybe an elbow went high there from Montgomery.
Looked like he was indecisive. He didn't know which way he wanted to go. The ref, I'm saying.
Yeah, he said something didn't look right, and then I'm going to give them the ball. So Cap goes back to the defense here, and this is where it gets dangerous. Down 2 goals, haven't scored anything yet, and Baldwin Wallace has a full minute to work with their entire lineup already set up. A flop around a screen shot from Nanowski, and that's a missile.
Oh, my. Curved out. You ever seen that? You know that one movie where it's like you curved the
Wanted.
bullet? Yeah, that's what he just did right there.
Into the back of the net. It's 3-0 now. We're about midway through the first, and was a little bit worried about that situation, again, being down 2 goals and Baldwin Wallace being set up early in the clock, and they wasted no time putting one in the back of the net.
Another face-off opportunity right now.
Yeah, Lake's got to get this one here and get some momentum for Cap. There's a whistle blowing, false start against Harris. It was against Baldwin Wallace. I don't know how you make that call from 20 yards away when you have an official standing on top of the face-off, but what do I know? We get possession, we'll take it.
It's not like you can see the whole field.
We got some fans behind the fence line. That was kind of a COVID tradition, but I guess it's keeping up here. When we had limited fans, we had a lot of people watching from behind the fence there, and we have a little bit of some families out there, looks like, watching. Manning loses it here, and off
and he's
like
off
a
to the
cannon.
races.
Yeah, Neil Randall is gone. He passes it up to Nanowski. There's a
transition.
cutter. No one's guarding him. Nice save by
That's a
McInturf.
great save.
That was a Kia again.
Here we go. Push it.
And now Cap can try it.
Come on, Chase Snyder with it. Push it.
Not really any numbers here from Cap. Just slow it down. Let's let's relax. Yeah, you and I both saw Kia there on the weak side flashing to the net, and no one was near him.
If you're picking up right now, what Baldwin Wallace is doing an excellent job of, they're scoring on all on transition. So they're seeing the defense doesn't have enough time to get set up, and they're just going to push the pace and find an opportunity to score.
Yeah, Cap's defense is pretty good when it's set up. They have a lot of senior leadership on it, and maybe that's part of it. You don't want Cap to get settled in. Manning with a snipe that goes wide. Sharner will bring it back in.
Looking here for this team just to get this rhythm on the offensive end. Baldwin Wallace is doing a good job on the defensive end.
We need one here just to get some momentum going.
Here
Pass
we go.
to Spalding.
There
That's
we
a
go.
good one right there.
Nice in the high corner right there.
Mason Spalding has exploded this season. The sophomore has really grown into the offensive role, and he now has 18 goals this season and has been a nice surprise as a breakout goal scorer here for Capital.
Leading the team in goals this whole season.
And when they need one, he's usually the guy that steps up there. And Montgomery with a nice find going from one hash to the other hash mark. And then Spalding takes the shot far post instead of going near post there. So you got Storner moving post to post, and you shoot it right back to the opposite side. It's really good offense there. 5.5 minutes to play first quarter. It's 3-1, and Baldwin Wallace wins the face-off for now. They throw it away. Krimmel smacking away at it, and Nanowski has it for Baldwin Wallace.
They got an opportunity to get your defense set up.
You almost got a takeaway there off the face-off right away. Baldwin Wallace able to get the subs organized. Here's Reese Leach cutting across your screen right to left.
A defensive stand right here or a turnover will be great.
Bechtel starts the run for B-Dub. Pops it out to Nanowski. Nanowski around the screen, but Cap gets on top of that screen.
Cody Cologne on him right now.
Shot save made. Nanowski rebound, puts it home.
Ground ball just bounced it right in between his legs.
And Krimmel broke his stick, I think, on the net. A little frustrated.
It's his first game back as well, coming back from injury.
The frustration there is that McInturf makes a fantastic save, and then it just pops right back to Nanowski, who, I mean, credit to him, put himself in a good position. But at the same time, it's just frustrating to see you get your stop, you make your save, and then pretty much an easy goal. Nothing that McInturf can do on the rebound, but rebound control is part of the game.
Need this.
Harris had it, lost it, and then a Beta player had it and lost it. And Jonas Akia has been everywhere these first 10 minutes.
I don't know what they got in their Gatorade bottles right now, but they are on something. The electrolytes is busting on them for real. The speed and acceleration that they're showing right now to get to the ball.
Yeah, the attack has been pretty much all Nanowski, and the setup for that has been Demerly and Akia in the face-off situations. And that's really been the recipe for success with a little couple of counterattacks here and there. The numbers are all pretty even other than the shots being 9-5 and the goals being 4-1. Clearances have been good on both sides. Face-offs are pretty even at 4-2. Each team with 3 turnovers. 30 seconds on the shot clock now for B-Dub. Schulte to the other hash, and a shot here from Jake Branton goes high.
Good defense right there.
23 seconds left on the shot clock for B-Dub. They restart play. It goes in again to Schulte. They swing it to this side of the field. That's tipped, so it's going to stay here.
That's good defense, a good defensive front right there. 14 seconds left on the shot clock.
Bame trying to get things going quick here. Bame to Branton to the weak side. Shot off the side of the netting from John Schulte. And Capital gets a big stop.
Much needed, much needed.
So they'll get Mork and Pelton out there with Poole. So Cap already has their 6 midfield attackers out there. Mork smartly waits on this side of the field as he would have been off sides. Comes back on side, helps out Conley. Conley now loses it. And excellent defense from Baldwin Wallace. Adam Blewis gets the stop. Second team all defensive player last year in the OAC. The long stick midi. And Baldwin Wallace goes right back to the attack. And part of the issue here for Capital is now they have their offensive midfielders on as attackers. Brendan Pelton is trying to get off the field. And in his place came in Dom Rocco.
Trey Snyder picking up that turnover.
Yeah, Snyder really was big there because it was almost a man-up situation for a few seconds there for Baldwin Wallace, trying to get Pelton off and Rocco on. Cap's got 7. No, they got 6. Okay, we're good. Still on the attack, watching those numbers. Mork now pops back over. And finally, we're organized here in the offensive zone. 2 minutes to play in the quarter.
Play all game. Here we go. Set it up, Mort.
Get one back, and we're fine here. Mork looking for Pelton on that weak side hash mark. He sets a screen for Poole. He's calling for it. They get it to him. He's got a big shot. Let's see it. Shot goes wide.
It's all right. It takes a little minute to get the cannon warmed up.
133 and counting.
Talked about it's a frigid weather. It's a pretty cold day today.
Yeah, mid-30s temperatures calling for it today. It was supposed to snow, I think, too, but
I think it snowed up in Cleveland.
okay, so that missed us at least. And B-Dub's probably happier to be down here and not the snow. Pass to front goes wide. And just like that, Baldwin Wallace will take it over again. Another turnover for Cap. What are they doing here? All right, plays resumed. Eric Bechtel plays it forward and immediately across midfield for the Yellow Jackets. Olin Ferguson swings it up high to Nanowski. He's got 3 of the 4 goals today, already taken 4 shots. Number 4 has been big today for B-Dub. They lead 4-1. Trying to push that goal lead to 4 here as we go into the end of the first quarter.
Got enough time. They don't have to.
Yeah, the shot clock is not a factor here. 43 seconds on the game clock showing. Excellent defense from Cody again. And timeouts called by the Yellow Jackets to set something up here.
Wow.
36.4 seconds to work with. We'll see if they can draw something up, and if Cap can get this stop here, keep it at 3 moving into quarter number 2. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Bernlohr here. 36 seconds and some change left in the first quarter. Baldwin Wallace up 4-1 behind the strength of 3 goals from Jake Nanowski. McInturf has already made 4 saves today, so it's not like he's had a bad day. Just facing a lot of shots early in this contest.
It takes a little minute to get warmed up, but you got to be ready. Can't get ready, got to stay ready.
Hunter Bain passes it backwards, and he lost it. Caps got it. They've got some time here. Okay, now we've got whistles and people getting tripped. And they're going to give possession to Baldwin Wallace here, I guess.
You are absolutely right. How is the ref all the way down there making that call, and the ref up there ain't saying nothing?
I was actually looking at the ref up at the top of the field, and he wasn't saying anything. Like you said, it was the ref that was down by the goal that saw something he didn't like there. Gave Baldwin Wallace possession. 7 seconds on the game clock, shot high. And 4.2 seconds left now for B-Dub. Capital will pressure behind the net here as Nanowski will take it into play. 3 seconds to work with. Nanowski is not going to have time. Passes it off, shot, save. And it's probably after the whistle anyway, but we'll pad the stats with a save there for Sam. Well, not the start we dreamed of, but very much still in this contest. 4-1 Baldwin Wallace in front. 2 minutes, and we'll be back with quarter number 2 here from Bernlohr. All right, 12 seconds left until we'll have our face-off to start second half or second quarter play. Jimmy Bloomfield and Jonathan Brown here with you. Capital trailing 4-1, outshot 13-6 there in the first quarter. 8 ground balls for Baldwin Wallace, 7 for Capital. Both teams perfect on clears. McInturf made 5 saves. Storner made just 1. Capital -1 in turnovers, 5-4, and faceoffs have gone 4-2, make it 5-2 now in favor of the Yellow Jackets, and that's part of the big issue here for Capital, is that a lot of the offensive time has been on their side of the field. Baldwin Wallace goes to work. First here, once again, they did that in the first quarter as well. Capital did get the initial stop. And Jake Nanowski has been a problem today for Baldwin Wallace. 3 goals and 4 shots on goal already for him.
Gonna size him up.
Branton passes it off, not cleanly received, but they keep it going anyway. Now a shot that was ripped high. Yeah, that was a rocket. Nanowski has it behind the net. Facing 3 defenders, passes it off. That shot deflected, I think.
Just grounded to the wrong area.
Hunter Boehm was the one who wound up for that one. 30 seconds now on the shot clock. Back to Boehm again. He looks left. Byerly's there. Comes back this way instead. Branton. Schulte now. Byerly. Quick pop pass. Good swim
save.
move and a better save made. Jake Shorling came swimming towards McInturf there. Now he gets a rebound. McInturf goes down low to make another save, and now stepping into the crease, Baldwin Wallace.
There should be no way all them white jerseys that the yellow jersey ends up with the ball.
And McInturf had to come away with another save, a second one that he shouldn't have had to make in that sequence. And he's been good. I mean, it's hard to say that when you're down 3 goals, but McInturf has been excellent so far. Need some offense here to get back in this thing.
Here we go, Montgomery waiting for that new set of midfielders to come in.
Yeah, Spalding, the only goal scorer for Capital so far. He's out there with Montgomery and Manning. It's going to come out to Aiden here.
Here we go, get shifty.
Manning flying up the left hash, looking right, goes that way. Front, normally not this far away from the net. Now gives it off to Spalding. Spalding, top corner. And when the Comets need one, he's the guy.
You said he already had 1, make that 2.
Top shelf, and it looked like it was almost a pass, and he just passed it right into the net.
That's too easy. That's 2 for him on the night.
Tough angle, goes top left corner. Again, goes on the far post. And someone helped this man out today. That's 2 for Mason, and it's 4-2 now. And that's big. You lose the opening faceoff, get your stop, get a few saves from McInturf, who's now up to 7 saves, by the way, already.
Wow.
And turn it into a goal on the other end.
7.
Now Harris moved way early there. Yeah.
7 saves and 4 of them were successful, so that's pretty good.
Oh, sorry. They're going to call that against Baldwin Wallace. I thought Harris moved. Yeah, okay. The official pointed the wrong way. Now they're stopping play completely. He simply pointed the wrong way. That one I saw. I don't always see him. Let me put it that way. But Harris moved way early on the whistle there. On the bright side, Capital has been able to have plenty of time to get the 6 defenders they want out there.
I just fired up, Coach, right now. Only sitting at 6 turnovers so far, so not bad on holding on to the ball, but costly turnovers.
Yeah, and just Harris trying to get the jump there on the faceoff as best he can, and it goes the other way. So because of the faceoff violation now, Baldwin Wallace has won 6 of 8 faceoffs. Nanowski scores again, and that's the guy you can't let get involved. And he's got 4 of the 5 for Baldwin Wallace.
Nah, come on now. What? Come on now.
Some dancing celebration going on the sideline.
We should not be allowing this to happen. Wake up. It's Saturday. It's Saturday. Is it too early? Is it the weather?
Hey, you tell me. You're the college student. You tell me. Is it too early? 12:32 to play. 5-2. I've been up since 7, so I'm good to go, man. As I'm drinking coffee while we're broadcasting here. It might be too early.
Here we go. Come on.
That's an easy face-off win. Harris doing all the work there, just plowing his guy away from the center circle. And Cologne comes in and picks it up.
Off the belt. Headed straight for the goal.
He scores.
Easy.
There it is.
It's too easy. I seen his path of trajectory. Straight to the goal. Let me see them do that dance now. Ooh, yeah.
Wittenberg game. Capital scored 2 goals right off of faceoffs in less than 10 seconds. They do it again today. And that was similar to the Akia goal that started it for Baldwin Wallace. Just kind of quick passing, get it in front of the net while you have some opportunity to do that. And don't let the defense get set.
They score. We scored. They scored. We can score again. And we're going to score again and again and again. Then they might score. And we'll score again and again.
That's a lot of goals. 17 seconds apart on goals there. Harris wins another one for Cap and then gets plastered. And they're going to say that's a clean hit.
Come on, y'all. Y'all can't let y'all. There you go. Hey,
oh, yeah.
We'll
nice.
take that save.
That's a good save. It would have been a turnover, but Cap is going to take over possession on that.
We will take that save.
Noah Bartos keeping it in play there athletically, but it really is not going to help anything. Honestly, probably hurts them. They probably could have got a few more subs on if they wanted to. Now Poole winds up, goes behind the net, dropped. Belts and Scharner fighting, and the long sticks usually win the GBs in the defensive zone, and that's exactly what happened here.
That's just one when you're thinking of your first step before you actually got possession of the ball.
And we saw a lot of that earlier in the year, and they had cleaned that up pretty well, but missed the opportunity here. That's like a 70-yard pass.
Oh.
Nanowski received it. Oh my goodness. How did that work?
That was a heck of a pass, but great defense while the comments and holding up.
I didn't even turn my head in time to see Nanowski catch it. That's how line drive of a pass that was, about 70 yards, and it found its target somehow, and Capital was able to defend it. My goodness. I told you there have been some long passes, but I didn't expect that. Pelton passing off to Nathan Mork now, who's out there once again. Mork, the senior out of Granville, has it for Cap. 2-goal game on the attack. It's defended by Bartos again. Mork sends it behind the net, and it's another turnover.
Turnover right there.
Yeah, Belt having some issues at the X the last 2 sequences there.
You got to shake it off. Move on to the next. Can't hold on to it.
This will be an easy clear here for B-Dub.
All right, set up that defensive presence right here.
Yeah, everyone's getting manned up here, it looks like. Someone man up on number 4. He's got 4 goals today already.
You got that 4-4-4 special.
And some kind of violation there against, oh, they got 7 attackers. What is going on?
Here we go, more.
That was late. They were passing it around in the offensive zone, and B-Dub had 7 guys on the attack, and
we turn it right back over.
yeah, then you give it right back. They might have scored a goal before someone noticed 7 people were on the field. So the offside doesn't hurt them, though. They get it right back. Like you said, Cap runs out of bounds, trying to tiptoe the sideline. And right back to the attack go, beat up. 1 minute on the shot clock and 9:30 on the game clock, protecting a 2-goal lead. They have not trailed today, but Capital has shown some life here in the second quarter, getting this thing back down to 2. Behind the net to Nanowski. He's been a problem. Kaznowski trying to defend. Pass comes out high. Kick save. It might have been wide. No reset, so McInturf didn't get a piece of it. It's just a wide shot there from Branton, but he went full butterfly there and tried to kick it wide. They'll work it behind the net.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground.
Shoreline continues the cycle around. Schulte has it now.
Nice little check to him.
Byerly takes the shot. That is a rocket. And that was actually number 19, Olin Ferguson.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Well, that was a rocket from the midfielder, Olin Ferguson. His second shot of the day, and he sends it home, 6-3.
I'm just looking at where these kids from. They not even know. I only see a lot from Ohio.
No. Whereas our roster, I think, is exclusively Ohio. The only person I see not from Ohio, there's actually 3 or 4. Gaglione's from Delaware. Martin Browder from Glenview, Illinois. They got a guy from Lexington, Kentucky by the name of Zen Kropp, freshman.
It's just, we're still fighting for the face-off. And finally,
Yeah, I mean, technically that's a face-off win for Baldwin Wallace. Now a whistle blows because of an injured player. And I think that's Cody again. That's all right. He'll be back. I tell you, he's. I think every home game he's come out of the game at some point with some kind of injury, and he'll be all right. Tough guy.
They got that special juice today. I think they got that in the mixture with the Gatorade. Just need one little sip of that. You be good.
Yeah, one of Cody's quote-unquote injuries was taking a shot right off the back a few weeks ago. And I'm sure that was a nice bruise. Got right below the padding there, so there's nothing protecting that lower back if it's exposed, and took a shot right to it. That'll slow you down. Baldwin Wallace back to the attack here. They did blow the whistle kind of as a courtesy there with Cologne getting shaken up. So Baldwin Wallace gets set, equal members on each side here. We haven't had a penalty yet. Feel like we're due for one. Hasn't been a whole lot of hitting, though, in this game.
Gotta wake up because this score. But normally the Comets do make a lot of comebacks.
No, I hit the side of the net there. We're good.
Okay. Cool.
The crowd got you there. The net moved, but shot from Byerly was actually wide. Hits the side of the net. So we're good. 6-3 still our score.
Nice fake right there by Doc.
Here's Gaglione. I like this guy's spin move, and then
hold up. That was a phenomenal pass. Did you not just see that pass right there?
Timeout called by Capital when Gaglione went to the ground, but yeah, that was no look. I think it was kind of lucky. I don't think he knew Doc was there, but it's a good pass. Timeout called by Capital. 6-3 our score about midway through quarter number 2. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Bernlohr. 6-3 our score. Cap calls timeout there to avoid the turnover that they didn't need to really worry about. But now they get set on the offense here, and here's Ian Michaud. Michaud out of Worcester, Ohio. Still has it for Cap. Goes to the net. Superman shot. There's the flag. Was waiting for it. And I had a feeling we were going to get one.
I've seen those be attempted countless times. I just never seen it successfully pulled off.
I think it's just a quick 30-second penalty here against Baldwin Wallace. But Cap will go on the man-up unit. It's going to be Sharner, Montgomery, Pelton, Spalding, Frund, and Belt. That's a nice group. Got some big hitters there with Frund and Pelton and Spalding. That's a lot of size. And then you kind of got some Sharner out there, obviously, and Montgomery's kind of the quarterback of the unit, if you want to call him that.
See Belt starting off with the ball here. He's been a little shaky these last 2 possessions in this area. Watch him bounce back.
Trying to get a reset of the shot clock before we get it going here. Get the penalty in just 1 second. It's against Richie Roscoff, which is one of the better names I've heard. Montgomery has it. It's a quick 30-second penalty here, so they've got to act quick.
Yeah.
And they almost lose it. Sharner's got it, though. Sharner has Spalding, has Pelton, throws it past both of them out of bounds, and that's not what you're looking for. Cap doesn't get a shot off.
Especially with a penalty right there, you gotta take advantage of that.
Cap now 6 for 20 on man-up situations this year at 30%.
Jonas Aquila, he is pushing it.
Yeah, this guy has got the most energy of anyone on the field. It's not too early for him. Neither is it for this guy, Nanowski, with 4 goals already. But he has kind of slowed down. Baldwin Wallace is trying to get some other people involved.
I didn't even peep he was wearing number 4. That's a 4-4-4
yeah,
special.
Yeah. He needs a higher jersey number today. I think he's going to score more than 4. Byerly hasn't even been involved yet. He just received the pass here. This guy has 18 goals this season, and he hasn't even been in the picture. There you go, John.
You asked.
I was waiting.
You
You
said
got
he
it.
ain't been
You
involved
know
yet.
he's getting his at some point.
That don't mean he got to get it now.
Byerly with the goal. That's only his 3rd shot of the game. And
It's all right.
right on time. I mean, perfect timing.
It's cool.
Sorry, guys.
7-3. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing.
Yeah, there's a long way to go here in this one still. It's been a lot higher scoring, I think, than we expected coming in. It's mainly on the Baldwin Wallace side.
There we go. Nice face-off win right here. Kicks it back out.
And let's slow it back down now. Oh, good long pass, actually. Gets across midfield. Kaznowski has it. Might have gotten hit in the face there.
Come on, Belt with it.
Belt looking for help. There's nothing there in the midfield, though. Spalding's out there. Manning's coming on. Here comes Montgomery as well.
Here comes the flash. Out to Montgomery.
50 seconds on the shot clock to work with here.
Get freaky. Get shifty. Come on.
Montgomery winds up. Someone's open. And they're all the way over there. Spalding's there now, but he's defended. Nice pass to Belt. Shot goes wide. Closest is Frund. It'll stay with Cap. Update on the women's game. They're up 4-0 right now. 2nd quarter action there.
Our women's is chasing a ring season.
Yeah,
undefeated.
no kidding. They are on a tear right now. 9-0. And up 4-0. 2 goals from Grace Osborne. Shot safe made. And Spalding's had a good year, right? 17 goals. Grace Osborne has 57 goals this season, and it's been 9 games. It's insane.
Don't forget she's just a freshman.
Yeah, no, it's insane. And Delara scored 30, her 30th today, and she's 3rd in the conference.
The GOAT.
And she's also 3rd on her team. It's crazy.
The GOAT.
The fact that the 3 of them, Delara, Kanowski, and
that's how the Lakers should.
Osborne.
That's how the Lakers
Yeah.
should be. You got the GOAT in Delaire. You feel me? A young, promising star with AD and Grace Osborne, you feel me? And then Rush. I wouldn't say we have a Rush on our team. But our guys here, they're looking to find some momentum here.
Yeah, I mean, some of that's got. Maybe Grace can save a few for the men's team here. I was looking at the box score. It says 57. I'm like, that's not right. That's a mistake. And then I'm thinking about it, and no, it checks out. She scored about 6 or 7 every game, so it checks out.
What I seen them do to Wittenberg last week, 20-1.
20-1.
That should be illegal.
The week before, or the 2 games before the Wittenberg game, Osborne scored 8 goals twice, which was the program record. So she set it, tied it, and then she had a quarter and a half to break it in the second game, but she never got involved again. And Kanowski had 7 in the same game and was like not even talked about because Osborne was sitting on 8 for so long. That was the game they also set record for most draw controls as a team and individually in that game.
Just everybody on that team need their flowers.
Yeah.
From the coach or the roster, they've been.
Nakia goes down clean.
Get it. There you go.
All right, this has gotten real sloppy both ways now. That somehow worked. Kasowski back to McIntyre. All right, boys, 3 minutes here. Let's settle it in.
All right, McIntyre coming out the goal.
I've seen McIntyre across midfield at times this season. Anything to help him out. Let's get Big Pelton involved here.
Belt with it. There you go. You asked for him. Come on.
Set this man up. He's got a big shot.
For the Mort.
Mork, the senior, has it. He's played both attacker and midfielder here at his time in Capital. Behind the net to the X. Fakes the pass to Pelton.
Just looking for something in that area.
35 seconds, they'll work it back around. Here's Jacob Poole. Poole pass front. He tried to get a quick shot off.
But he was hit when he tried to get the ball.
Are they going to call that a pass? They do. I mean, I think he was trying to shoot it, but I don't know. I guess if it's that wide, it's kind of a judgment call sometimes. Knocked loose by Belt. Now he just takes the stick right out of the hands. Mork. Oh, you had time.
Come on. There you go. Get it. Somebody.
There you go. Nice box out there by Mork. Turns around, looks for help, gets it there. Mork stepped out. No one saw it.
I didn't see nothing.
I didn't see nothing either. He might have stepped out there.
I saw him getting shifty and working and spinning out and making something into nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
He might have stayed in bounds. We don't have a great angle up here. Baldwin Wallace obviously thought he was out of bounds. 1:45 to play. 7-3 still our score. Baldwin Wallace has got this thing back up to 4.
A goal right here would be marvelous.
Montgomery takes it into a 3-man defense. And
send that boy. Put that. Ooh.
That's our ball.
Ooh. Come on.
Nice hit by Montgomery. Maybe letting out some aggression there. Now it's Spalding looking for the Hattie. He'll pass it off instead. Timeout called by Capital.
All right, good timeout by Coach A.J. Smith. Good coach.
Montgomery
good
brings the big hit. We'll see if Capital can find a goal here this sequence as he
big
keeps
body
possession
bends.
here. 7-3, 1:20 to play. We'll be right back.
I get up, I get down, and I'm jumping around. And the rumpus and rug is so comfortable now. Been a hell of a ride, but I'm thinking it's time to grow. So I got an apartment across from the park. Cooking out in my fridge, still I'm not feeling right. Been a hell of a ride, but I'm thinking it's time to go. Here we go. So put your best face on, everybody pretend you know this song. Everybody come hang. Let's go out with the gang. I'm way too young to lie, forever I'm way too old to try. So whatever, come hang. Let's go out with the gang. Feel like I'm gonna puke, cause my taxes are due. Do my best, we'll begin with a 1 or a 2. Been a special, cause it's on a budget. So who did I do go? Yeah, come on, here we go. Yeah, come on. Here we go. So put your best face on, everybody pretend you know this song. Everybody come hang. Let's go out with the gang. I'm way too young to lie. Hit the rubber, I'm way too young to try. So whatever, come hang.
Let's see what Cap drew up here with the timeout. They have pretty much a full shot clock, 74 seconds, because technically there was a turnover there before Montgomery got that hit off. So with the change of possession, we get a shot clock reset. Pass comes out to Mork, and I don't know what they talked about in the huddle, but I don't think this was it. 4-on-3 the other way, and now flashing to the net. That was one of the defenders, Adam Blois. Now it goes to Akia again. His shot's high. And timeout called by B-Dub now. So it was a 4-goal deficit. Cap draws up a timeout, and instead the TO turns into another type of TO, a turnover. 14 of them now for Capital in the first half, -5. And that one was probably the biggest one of the half. So now Cap has to D up here, final minute. We'll be right back. Baldwin Wallace on the attack now. It's Danowski who has it.
Will this timeout be a mistake, or will it pay off?
Yeah, I mean, I think oh, wow.
Whoa.
I think you get set. That Schulte knocks down Bolin and now takes an inadvertent shot.
Push it.
Bolin's gone. They have numbers the other way here, 4-on-3. Bolin checks his back, takes the
There you
shot,
go.
and scores!
Push it.
Drew Bolin has missed the last few games for Capital. He comes back and he scores a goal. Bolin with his second shot of the season right there. The sophomore out of Lebanon, Ohio, hasn't played. He missed the middle 5 games of the schedule. He played the opener, and then he's been in the last 2 games, but really hasn't played much. He's been out there as a main defensive midfielder today, back in that role, and pays off at the end of the half. 7-4, Bolin's first of the season.
That's how you get back.
And now a face-off, and see if either of these teams can score quickly here. Harris wins the face-off with help from Snyder.
See, I asked, would that timeout pay off or not? It ain't
I guess
pay
it
off.
didn't. I guess not. Neither side did anything out of the timeout. Cap loses it now. 15 seconds. Here's Akia. Someone mark him, please. Akia to the top. Now he throws a pass inside, and that's a goal. That's just too easy.
That was way too easy right there.
Akia runs by everybody. No one marks him. Finally, Kaznowski says, I'm going to stop him. And he passes it off in front of the net, and McInturf is left one-on-one and had no chance.
They were back there waiting on the help. Like, you got to be the help.
Jack Shoreline with the goal, and that stinks. You had the one to cut it to 3, and then right back the other way. After you win the face-off, too,
Yeah.
You turn it over, and then an easy goal for Shoreline. Nice pass from Akia. Someone has to get him marked way earlier. No one stepped up to defend him until it was way, way too late. He was either going to score or pass it off and score, and it turned into the pass off and score option. 5 seconds left on the face-off. Baldwin Wallace is going to win it. Launch downfield. Time expires. Both teams steal a goal there in the last minute. And unfortunately, Capital unable to keep Baldwin Wallace off the board there in the last few seconds as they steal the goal back on Boland's first of the year. 8-4 is our score. We'll see if Cap can clean things up here in half number 2. We'll be back in about 8 minutes or so. And welcome back into Bernlohr Stadium. A 8-4 lead. Baldwin Wallace doubling up Cap in the first half. Shots in favor of Baldwin Wallace, 27-11. Interestingly enough, Capital had more ground balls, though, 17-16. McInturf made 9 saves. This could be a lot uglier than it looks right now. 15 turnovers in the first half to just 9 on the other side, -6 in that department. Face-offs have gone 7 apiece and make it 8 for Cap now, with Harris winning the first here in the opening part of the second half. Krimmel now is getting roughed up on the sideline, had to throw it into no man's land, and Harris comes all the way back to keep it for Cap. Snyder looking for help now. Cap's already at under 60 seconds on the shot clock and just trying to get organized. Snyder now winds up, fakes the pass, takes the shot, and scores.
There you go. That's how you start off the second half. I was just saying, it looks like a glimpse of sunshine coming out. They done found their rhythm. That's how you start the second half off.
Chase Snyder. I mean, they've been efficient. 12 shots, 5 goals. And Snyder gets involved in the action. There's been a few games this season where maybe Snyder's a little bit too aggressive on the shot attempts, but this one was actually nicely done. He faked a pass and had all kinds of room, and no one marked him, and just kept getting closer and closer, and it's a pretty easy shot when you're that close. And Snyder gets his second of the season, actually, there on his 3rd shot of the year. 2 for 3. Harris now on the face-off with Demerly on the other side. And who's going to get it? Still loose. Still loose.
Any day now.
And each team had it and lost it. I don't even know how you score that. I guess Baldwin Wallace wins the face-off because they just now start the shot clock. Each team had it. That was nuts. And Baldwin Wallace, we mentioned, they're out shooting Cap by quite a bit here, 27-11. Make it 12 after that shot from Snyder. On the goal, 4 goals so far for Nanowski, 1 for Byerly, Shoreline, Ferguson, and Akia. That's been the 8 for Baldwin Wallace. That's a bad pass. Turnover there, miscommunication between Branton and Shoreline. And McInturf will bring it in for Capital, actually. Passes off to Conley. Conley just walks it to midfield. Pass to the long stick. And Ethan Atkins brings it into the attacking zone. Sharner, front. Save made. That's just the 3rd save from Storner. Go ahead.
I like how we coming out strong this second half, though.
Yeah, getting Frund involved. That's just his 2nd shot of the day. Up-pace tempo now. Baldwin Wallace getting ready for the attack. Schulte's shot, saved, dug up by McInturf. Goes high into the air behind the net. And save number 10 made. Make it 11. No, it is 10, sorry, for McInturf. And checking on now is Reese Leach. Reese is from Canton, Ohio, and I was thinking it was a warmer West Coast location because he has got the sweats on, got the hoodie. He's staying warm.
Good defense right here, good defense.
And Baldwin Wallace forced to slow things down. Eric Bechtel with it again. Bechtel now to Reese Leach. Leach to Byerly. Watch out for this guy. Quick trigger on him. And he'll shoot and shoot it wide, fortunately. Cap's close. I'm sorry, Baldwin Wallace closest to it. 17 seconds left. Little bit of time left for Baldwin Wallace to try something here. Have to try a shot, and hugging the post for dear life was McInturf. Makes the save on Shoreline. So another stop for Capital. They trail by 3. Montgomery gets past 2 or 3 defenders. They've got numbers here. Spalding setting up. Montgomery winds up, and he shoots it towards Mount Street.
You got Shifty over here. Making 1-2 yellow jerseys just.
I haven't shot a lacrosse ball in like 7 years. I wonder how tough it is to like get all your momentum behind it and how accurate you can be.
That accuracy aspect.
I got to get out there. Manning. Pass. This is going to be a good shot. Spalding actually looked like he didn't get a whole lot behind it. That's a quality look, though. Manning to Spalding on the pass, and Leach brings it into the I'm sorry, this is actually Neil Randall who brings it into the zone. Randall now sets a screen. Nanowski to Akia. I really like what we've seen out of Jonas Akia. I wish he was not in yellow today, but he has been very solid and part of both the offense and defense here for Baldwin Wallace. Pass behind the net. 45 on the shot clock, goes over to Byerly, swinging it back around. Branton has it again. Branson goes back to midfield, starts up the run against Bolin. Gets past Bolin. Krimmel helps out. Pass did not get cleanly to Nanowski, and now Snyder has it again. Snyder with the goal early in this quarter.
He's going to slow it down, kick it off to his teammate. Here
Jacob Poole, whole head of steam, and he shot it just a little bit in front of the net. I don't know if he was trying to short hop it in there or if the shot just came out a little too low. Sometimes you'll see them go for that bounce shot. Michaud has it. Kind of a shake-up in the lines right now as Pelton, Michaud, and Mork are in there together. But Poole had been playing defensive midfield, so that might be part of it.
I don't know. You think it's good to have a nice rotating. You never know.
The chemistry, I think, is super important. But at the same time, if the line's not working, then shuffle it up. I don't know. It's kind of a hockey thing. You know, they'll shake up the lines every now and then. But I think you also want to have that continuity with the same people out there.
Set that pick.
It's only game 8 of the year, so I think there's still plenty of rotations to try out there. And Spalding moving from the attacker back into the midfield kind of shook things up already. Michaud has shown some signs this season. Here he is again. He's got an open look. And it was a save made. Pelton smothers it. It's loose, and
Somebody
this is going to be trouble. Yeah, this is trouble. 4-on-3 the other way.
Somebody got to help.
Able to force a quick pass, I guess. I don't know if force is the right word. Kolke might have got rid of that a little too soon. And it allows Cap to get back defensive. I think Kolke's got to hang on to that, draw the defense away before making that pass.
It's a good job on stopping that transition offense right there.
Ferguson's got a big shot. We saw it earlier. Passes it behind the net. They continue to work it back around. Eric Bechtel spins back to his left. Here comes Kesnowski. Kesnowski slashing away at it, trying to get it loose. 38 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, good moves here from Byerly.
Not letting anything. Good job.
Cody Cologne there. Flag thrown. No one. Okay. So close. Oh, and
hey, throw him out.
Hey,
throw
how
him
about
out.
that?
What a whistle.
Another flag thrown. Cologne exchanging words with Eric Bechtel, and Bechtel is exchanging more than words with Cologne.
Are there technicals here? Are there technicals?
Oh, Cologne and Bechtel are still talking as they head to the sideline together. Cologne is fired up. The crowd's fired up. Both benches fired up. It's going to get chippy here. We'll see how they sort this out. I think the initial penalty is against Capital, and it's probably against Cologne. And then from there, Bechtel definitely got hit with the shove on Cologne. And
I didn't see who shoved who first.
Bechtel shoved Cologne. But there was also that madness before the kind of action before the whistle blew. After the penalty was in the air, both teams were trying to get the GB. And something happened in there that someone didn't like. And then Cologne had some conversation with Bechtel. Bechtel threw a shove at Cologne. That's what drew the second flag. And then as both players were heading to the sideline, Cologne may have skipped a little bit to get close to Bechtel and ask him how midterms went last week.
It's just kind words. It's just asking, it's been a good game. Just want to know how'd you cradle that. You feel me? Just got to ask for some advice.
So we should see penalties both ways here. And Cologne might be hit with an extra one They didn't throw a flag for Cologne the second time, but they didn't have a flag to throw either, so that might have been.
He ain't do nothing. All he did was just ask him, you feel me, what was that recipe last night?
Yeah.
I need some new protein shakes. That's it.
That buffalo chicken dip was fire yesterday. What'd you put in there? Let's see what the official says here. We'll crank it up.
White 17. Operational foul, unsportsmanlike conduct. 2 minutes.
Wow. Non-releasable 2-minute penalty against Cologne.
2 minutes. Unsportsmanlike full time. 1 minute for a slap.
So both penalties are against Capital, actually. There's going to be
Nothing.
nothing on Bechtel. We must have misheard that. I don't see how Bechtel doesn't get anything for that. Baldwin Wallace is celebrating like they just won the game.
You know, they always say the first person to make the move doesn't really normally get caught. It's the
Bechtel was just walking over to Cologne and dancing. We're going to see some bigger hits here, Jonathan. I don't think the physical part of this game is done.
I just fired. Hey, if you ain't fired up right now,
Yeah, don't belong out there. So it's going to be a difficult man-down situation here. A 2-minute penalty called for unsportsmanlike conduct, and then a 1-minute penalty called against Cologne for the slash. So it's 3 minutes in penalty times, all assessed to Capital.
all on Cody Cologne.
All on Cologne, and I don't know what order these are being served in. But I think they said both were non-releasable anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. So that's my mistake. So Cap's going to be man down for 3 minutes. And Baldwin Wallace can do some damage in that time.
And their form is pool.
I don't understand why Bechtel didn't get anything. I understand Cologne getting the majority of it, but I think you could throw a minute there on Bechtel.
That's okay. He going to get something else. You got to get it back in blood for your team.
But shot goes high there, so 2.5 minutes left. 30 seconds on the shot clock. If you can just get the stop here, you could kill off most of the penalty by just possessing it in the offensive zone on the other side. And there's a steal for Cromell. How about that? You're down a man, and you still get in the passing lane. Big stop for Cap. Oh, just as I say that, that's a gift of a goal. Bad turnover. McInturf was not in net because he was trying to help his team get upfield. And that is one of the easier goals you'll see this season as Olin Ferguson knocks it loose from the defender, picks it up, and scores.
What am I watching? I'm seeing Baldwin Wallace. I don't know, that unicorns, rhinos?
Yeah, I was hoping you would know what that was because I have no idea. Some kind of tapping of the helmet there, but they were all doing it. I don't know, man. We're down a man on the faceoff too, so this hurts, obviously. Cap is going to have Drew Bolin on the field as an attacker right now to try to help out defensively right away. If needed, he can swap with Harris and play defense, and then Harris would come off for the attacker. And now a face-off violation against Baldwin Wallace. That is a huge penalty.
We will take that.
Not a penalty, but a huge violation as you had 2 minutes to work with still on this power play.
You're a man down, but it's okay. It's okay. You know how to run your offense. Run it.
You could live with one goal allowed here, too. I think you got to eat up this clock. 63 seconds on the shot clock. You run this thing down even a full minute, you only have to defend another 30, 40 seconds man down. You could probably kill that off, get out of the 3-minute situation with allowing just one goal. And then you're going to be mad. So hopefully there's some goals coming right after that.
Here we go, Flash. What you got? Get shifty. Reverse.
Manning, nothing there with Montgomery
They're doubling
Yeah,
him.
here comes the double pressure now.
Come on, Montgomery.
Montgomery gets tripped. I guess that's clean now. And it's picked up the other way. Richie Roscoff starts it up. 5-on-3 the other way. This is a problem. Montgomery coming back. Manning trying to help defensively. Quick passes, shot scored. Byerly puts it home and does a little salsa after. And again, I don't know what we're doing on the sideline here.
I'm speechless
I've
right
seen
now.
some gritties out there, like
Those aren't gritties.
attempted gritties. Is that better?
What is going on? Come on, comments.
BW goal scorer number 88, Kyler Byerly.
Byerly with his second. There's still 57 seconds left on this thing.
You know the song is black and yellow. I can respect that. This is brown and yellow. We are getting done by some Hornets, some Yellow Jackets.
So Cologne is out, by the way. So I guess the minute penalty was releasable, which is what I thought. So they served the 2-minute misconduct penalty first. Now after the goal scored, back to full strength. So 2 man-up goals there for Baldwin Wallace, and then Cologne gets released from the box.
Let's go, Poole. Here we go. What you got, Belt? What you got in your tool belt today?
It's a 5-goal game, the biggest lead of the day for B-Dub. And time to go to work here. 6 minutes in the third quarter. There's plenty of time, Jonathan. They can get back in this thing.
Taking a step back and looking to reassess. Come on. You already got one a day, Belt. Get active. Get active.
Sharner pops in front of the net here trying to screen. Montgomery, I feel like he's been out there for an hour and a half. He's still out there in the midfield. And Lake Harris is still out there. Harris is now going to flip with Manning. Montgomery to the cage. No one's marking Manning. Get it to him.
Go, Flash.
Manning's got space. Shot goes wide.
Just a little to the right.
Yeah, Manning was free at midfield. His defender was chasing him 20 yards behind the play, laid on the field on a sub there. And they tried to get the advantage off. 22 seconds now. Montgomery head motions towards Manning.
Nice little pick and roll game right here.
Back to Manning. 12 seconds, bud. Here he goes. Up the hash mark. Nothing. Behind the net, Sharner. Pass. Shot!
Yes!
Mason Spalding. When you need one, go to him.
1, not 2. That's 3. That's a hat trick today for the boy.
Mason Spalding. That was a tough shot. Tough angle. And just kind of threw it shoulder level right at the crossbar. Snuck it in there. And that's a big-time answer right there.
He's been scoring all day. Why not call his number?
See if he can match his number like Nanowski. He's got 13 more to go. 5 minutes left, though, in the third quarter. So we still got 20 minutes in this ball game. It's a 4-goal game. And Harris is doing a job in the faceoff circle. This quarter, Harris goes for the shot. He lost it. It's still loose. Picked up by Sharner. It's back down on the ground. Harris takes a shot. It goes wide. And now a foot race into the corner. Who's closest? Cap might be. Yes! What an emphatic point from the official. I think he was wrong, but Jake Belt was there. Absolute amazing hustle there from Jake Belt, flying into the corner as he beats both Storner and Rutkowski into the corner.
That's who wanted it more.
No kidding. Yeah, you don't see a good foot race like that every game, but we were treated to it there. Michaud now gets a screen from Pelton, fakes the pass left, goes behind the net. This would be a big goal here. Make it hurt. Belt backing his way in, fakes the behind the head shot. Back to big Pelton. Pelton
put that shoulder down.
Winding up.
Nearly.
And he absolutely smoked one of the defenders, and then he gets dumped in front of the net, and there's nothing for that?
No call for that.
Okay, now they call a foul, and they're going to give Capital possession. I think that's a flag.
I've seen the elbow.
Oh, yeah.
Right in front of the ref. Now you talk about being blind.
He's like, you know what? We'll just give you the ball. That's fine. We'll call it even. Mork has it for Capital. We're going to see a big hit here, and it might not be in for another few minutes, but there's going to be a big hit. There's going to be some feelings hurt.
There we go.
Michaud behind the net. Sharner has it. Sharner hasn't really been involved yet. I said that for Byerly, and it worked. How about for us? Sharner's shot is blocked. Mork rebound and didn't get a lot behind it.
Flicked it right into the hands of the goalkeeper right there.
Storner will probably get credit for his 6th save, and now we've got numbers the other way for B-Dub. A shot, and Byerly sends it towards the Blackmore Library. A little bit high. Cap getting organized defensively. Poole comes back in as a defensive midfielder here. No Cologne in there right now. They have Bolin out there with Poole.
He's eligible to go back in, correct?
Oh, yeah. No, he's definitely – that's coach's decision right now to see if he'll get back in there. Baldwin Wallace slowing things down here. 4-goal game, 10-6 our score. And that pass was not cleanly caught. Cap has numbers in the area. Kaznowski trying to get there. He's got it. Spin move.
Where you going?
Spin cycle over to McIntyre. All right, let's get this right now. Manning getting ready to come back in for Capital. Kaznowski. Uh-oh, tough
Deep
pass.
sideline, Pat.
Oh, Spalding lost it out of bounds.
It's a great catch. Is unable to hold on to it.
And now a pass into no man's land, and fortunately for the Yellow Jackets, John Schultz, he was there, the senior out of Michigan. 70 seconds on the shot clock. They're not going to use any of it. Shot save made by McInturf. That's number 12 today for McInturf. He's already allowed what he averages in a game, 10 goals against. He's allowed 10. I would say at least 3 of them aren't his fault. And he's more than made up for it with the amount of saves he's had in this game. He's going to need probably 10 more.
And that should be Commons' ball right there.
It will be a turnover the other way. Those starting to even out. Caps +2 in the turnover department here in quarter number 3. You take away a 3-minute man down situation, and Capital's been the better team this quarter. But they don't have much to show for it, unfortunately. It's still a 4-goal game. Deep bomb downfield, wide open is Frund. He'll come back to the ball and look for some help.
That's some good vision down the field.
Controlled by Belt. Now to Montgomery. Montgomery checks behind him. He knows he's got one man coming with Manning. And he's going to swap off with Bolin here.
You can hold this. Shot clock, you can hold this.
Montgomery. Well, I think you just wait till you get your shot, like you said. And whew, these late-minute situations on both sides have been ugly.
They're being clobbered downfield.
Krimmel gets back quickly here for Capital defensively. Cap's able to get the defense set.
This looks like a defensive. I see some mismatches on the defensive end for us.
Yeah, Manning's trying to get back. He does, but now there's a man free. Bolin calls for help, and Cap actually, to their credit, swaps out nicely there.
That was a nice move, timely. You got to hold here. Hold your ground.
15 seconds on the game clock. Reese Leach with the shot rebound. Helped out there by Snyder. And now he's got it for Capital. Snyder switches fields. Bolin, 3 seconds. He's not going to have time, but Cap at least gets a hold on it here. 10-6, regroup. See if we got a big fourth quarter in us. We'll be right back.
I'm in New York, where it be cold. Look at my neck and it's iced out. I'm in the field, we going nuts. On the cut all the lights out. You want a problem, you better think about it, cause I come with a price now. I get a go, I do not think about it, I don't go with that hype style. Yeah, you want a problem, look, trying to involve. Everything that we talk about still a phone resolve. Baby, you was just a ball playing, that's how I recall. If I look through these Cartier frames on. I get no rest, 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 rest. Don't gotta sleep, yeah, yeah, yeah. Best, 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 best. Shorty can see, tip, tip. Thinking you dead, 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 dead. You should've seen this. Put some dollars on your head. Then I repeat it. Diamonds red. Everywhere I go, my diamonds cold, yeah. Line them up. We can turn them into dominoes, yeah. Ride on the bench, drop the top and in my hand away, yeah. She at it again, I'm at it again, we at it again. Real shooters, they gon' do what it takes. Ski mask, ain't showing them face, no FaceTime, that might come with a cake. Got no time, making minimum wage. Oh, you see me out of state. Took her home and now she wanna stay. Said she mine for tonight, it's okay. We at it again, we at it again. I'm in New York, where it be cold. Look at my neck cause it's iced out. I'm in the field, we going up. Told him to cut all the lights out. You want a problem, you better think about it cause I come with a price down. I get a go, I do not think about it, I don't go with the ice style. Yeah. You want a problem, giant info. Everything that we talk about still ain't for these hoes. Baby, you just a one thing, that's how I recall. If I look through these cardiacs, then I don't even see love. Staying up, I get no rest, 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 rest. Don't gotta sleep, yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, we should see an inspired fourth quarter here. 36-23 shots in favor of Baldwin Wallace still. Ground balls in favor of Cap, 25-24.
Throw them fours up. Throw them fours up. It's the fourth quarter. Let's get active.
Lake Harris has been fantastic here in the second half. And in terms of the third quarter, in terms of face-offs, he was...
And that looked like did he get stumped? Where the sun don't shine.
He's hurt. There's no doubt about that. Plays continuing on this end of the field. A shot and a goal for Nanowski. Cap's got an injured player.
That's Jake Belt on the ground. Hey, come on.
Capital had won that faceoff. That's 5 of 6 in the second half in the faceoff circle, but they don't get anything for it, and Baldwin Wallace pushes their lead back to 5.
I don't like how when we head into their area zone, we're in that goal area. I don't know the specific term. What do you call that?
The circles over there?
Yeah, like inside the
crease?
The crease, yeah.
I got you.
Inside the crease. And they're getting clobbered. It's too many yellow jerseys just hacking them from the back, and nobody to pass and assist off to.
Spalding's going to move to the attack here for Capital as Belt has to come off.
Looks like he's headed with the trainers right now.
Yep. Face-off has Montgomery out there with Harris and Krimmel. Harris wins again.
Nice tip pass right there. You got to hold it. Come on.
Montgomery does get the scoop. Nice swing move. He's got room inside. Spalding, he didn't catch the pass cleanly.
That was an exceptional pass right there.
That was an easy goal. Spalding thought he had it in the stick. Went to shoot it. Shot air. Storner now will get it upfield for Cap, or for Baldwin Wallace.
Run it up here. Run it up.
Nanowski has 5 goals today for Baldwin Wallace. He'll back it out here. Capital leads 8-2 in the women's game. They scored 5 in the second period alone. And they have fourth quarter action going on there as well. Hopefully the men can channel some of that. Osborne has scored 5-6 today for Capital. Still a 5-goal game here. That's a high pass. Get to midfield. It's going to get across. Oh, he played that early, and he stepped over the line. There you go. Got the call from the official.
And he's moving. Come on, Spalding.
You can reach over that line, but you can't step over it. That's exactly what he did. Spalding right to the net. He scores.
Just like that. You call his name. Call his name. That's 4 for him.
Mason Spalding is keeping them in this game single-handedly almost. At least on the offensive side.
Nowski had 4. I mean, he got 5 now.
Yeah.
5 now. Spalding catching up.
Yeah, he sure is. Back to a 4-goal game. Capital can score so quickly. They've done it a few times today. Just got to keep this going. Mason Spalding with 4 in the game.
Let's get this face off again.
Harris has been on fire, and he wins again. 14 for 21 today, Lake Harris in the face-off circle. It's a nice 66%. Coming into this one at 48%. and he's won 7 of the last 8 faceoffs for Capital. That's how you get back into a ball game.
Let's dip off pass to Montgomery, slowing it down right now. Manning with it. Get shifty, Flash.
Spalding's been the man today.
Oh, I like this action. It's 2-on-2 right now. Aquila versus Manning. I like this matchup.
I don't like it. Aquila's been good
We
today.
got the Flash. You don't know who that is? Like I said. You know who we got? We got the Flash.
All right. We'll give Jonathan credit there. That's a nice call.
There goes that boy right there.
Aiden Manning with the goal. That's 2 quickies right there. It's 11-8. Well, I did not think we'd see even 19 goals scored in this game. Just got 12 minutes left.
We back in it.
Oh, yeah. Never out of it. Aiden Manning with the goal. For Manning, that's number 3 on the year. That's against the first team all-defensive player in the OAC last year right there.
And
Ain't no problem, I guess.
ain't nothing. Here we go. We're on a nice little face-off victory right here. Can we get another one? There we go. Come
Kicks
on,
past
Mishu.
both players. Misho has it. And he gets dumped out of bounds.
There we go. Let me see them flags.
Yeah, how about the little flex over him? Can we get something for that? Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, do them little unicorns now. Yeah.
I don't like that hit at all. And they're going to call it, I believe, a 30-second push.
We will take that. That is in the penalty. We will take that.
There was a little flex motion after a hit. He hit a defenseless guy out of bounds.
Call that unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hold on, didn't you just say that's the number? Was the
Yeah,
defensive player? Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah,
my bad. It looks like he don't know how to play defense now.
30 seconds on the penalty here for Akia.
That's all we need. 30 seconds. Make it work.
Montgomery passes it off to Sharner, working it around. Inside Spalding, there it is!
Make it work. He got 5. Clean them shoes off, boy. Yes, sir. He is icy. Yes, sir.
5 for Mason Spalding. Beautiful pass. 11-9. 3 unanswered for Capital.
He said you can get 5. I can get 5 too. I got 5 on it. Yes, sir.
Mason Spalding, have a day. Entering today, he was 5th in the conference in goals, and he'll be moving up the list today.
30 seconds. That's all we needed.
Yeah.
There we go. Let me get another face-off. Let me get another one.
That's 3 unanswered, 2 goals in 25 seconds. Cap wins another face-off. Kaznowski has it under attack. Back to McInturf. Slow things down. Snyder gets hit hard. That ball's loose. And now B-Dub loses it. Back onto the ground. And they'll control. 6 in the attacking zone, so they're good here.
Slow it down. Set back up. You good.
Yeah, this is up and down action. Again, this was not supposed to be a high-scoring game, but here we are. 11-9.
Come on now. You know we were in the best conference in Ohio, in NCAA, Ohio Athletic Conference. You never know what's going to happen. Here we go.
Pass behind the net. Attacker hits the deck. Pass out, shot. Boom. Jake Branton with the shot and goal for Baldwin Wallace, 12-9.
Hey, y'all ain't shushing nobody. The game ain't over. We cool.
This has been a fun one. We've had both teams very much in this game. And it's been a nice, competitive, both teams getting involved in the action, we'll say.
Like I said, we're still winning in the face-off so far in this fourth quarter.
They haven't touched us in the second half in face-offs. It's now a 16-8 advantage for Capital on the face-offs. And a little let's go Cap chance is starting up.
There you go.
Cap won 4 of the 5 in the third quarter, and then this is their first face-off they lost here in the fourth period. We've already had 6 face-offs in the period. It's only been 4 minutes. Pass to the near sideline will work. Bolin trying to defend Branton. Branton just scored, tries again. McInturf save. Snyder, how about that clean pickup? Fakes a pass.
Evading.
Yeah, gets away from another defender, sizes it up, and switches fields.
There we go. He taking his time.
Conley will calmly take it across midfield. Pass over now to Jack Sharner. Sharner runs into a wall.
Reverse it.
Turn around.
Oh.
Sharner with some
Where you going?
footwork.
Come on.
Gets around the defender. Roscoff. Pass inside.
Come on, right to a yellow jacket.
That's Rutkowski who knocked it down. Rutkowski with a pass upfield. Here's Byerly, takes the shot and scores. 13-9. Byerly pumped up.
It's a nice little 2-score response. It's cool. It's cool. Plenty of time.
That's 2 in a minute for B-Dub.
Plenty of time.
And that's 3 on the day for Byerly now.
Still looking at our shot differences. Baldwin Wallace has taken for over 40 shots compared to our 27, and we're only down by 4.
Yeah. Harris wins the face-off. Don't be surprised if you see one here. That was a nice nifty pass, though, back to Krimmel to slow things down. Misha's already out there on the attack. They work it back around.
Spalding with it. Misha, come on. Show me something.
They're truncating the midfielders in the rotation. We haven't seen Kilgallen at all. We haven't seen Gaglione at all here in the second half. It's been Michaud, Montgomery, Manning, and Pelton pretty much. Mork as well.
Pelton, come on. Manning getting shifty.
Behind the net, looking for help. Nothing there.
Nice spin move.
Ball's down. That's flicked out of bounds by Capital. That ain't it. 9:34 to play. And Cap will have to go back to the defense.
You cannot get dejected here. Do not get dejected. Keep that intensity here. Come on, defense.
Byerly's been the hot hand. Branton as well. Both are back out there for Baldwin Wallace. John Schulte in there as well. Behind the net, swinging it around. Nanowski looking, surveys, and swings it back around. Branton to the X. Cutter coming to the cage, nothing there. 45 seconds left. That's Hunter Boehm who was cutting there. Nanowski has it now. Him and Spalding have been a push, and basically the rest, Baldwin Wallace has the 4-goal advantage. Here's Boehm, shot.
Go. You see the ball. You see the ball. You got to pay attention.
Cross midfield with it.
There you go, Spalding with it.
Spalding
Slowing
gets
it
the
down.
GB, and he'll, like you said, slow it down now for Capital.
You can't. What?
And then he throws it away. Neil Randall there defensively. Kolke has it now. Back to number 17, Randall. Randall upfield. Rutkowski. And just like that, back on the attack. Ferguson brings it home. Ferguson passes it off. Bechtel's back out there, by the way. He's number 18. He was the one that got involved with Cologne. This is his first playing time since then. We haven't seen Cologne on the field since he picked up the penalties.
This is like, you find $1 on the ground, and then you owe somebody $1 who happens to be right here. Like, you got to control the ball here. Just costly turnovers late here in the fourth quarter.
Both sides have been bad in terms of turnovers. 24 for Capital, 16 the other way is not great either. Shot here is wide into the corner. 25 on the shot clock. The time here is starting to not become an ally as there's 7.5 minutes to play now. Still a 4-goal game, still plenty of time, but starting to get into that conversation of, do you slow things down here if you're B-Dub on your next few possessions?
If I'm beat up, I'm keeping the same pace, but they haven't been able to get into that rhythm since the first quarter.
Nanowski throws it home. Pops out from behind the net and makes it 6.
What's the women's score?
Let me get an update for you there, Jonathan.
'Cause I'm not. And no, they not. 40. They is cradling the bait. Are you? Hey,
They've got the goal celebrations.
hey, somebody, hey, wake up. Wake up. I need something. I need something. A refrigerator, truck mode. Can we get something?
It's 13-2 on the women's side. So,
All right.
call it even, I guess. Osborne has scored again since we've last checked. I don't think Kanowski's playing. She has not scored, and that would be surprising. Yeah, Kanowski, actually, she has 4 shots, but she was getting, I think she has a bad hamstring right now. She was getting worked on the sideline and came out in the fourth quarter of their last game. Poole with a shot here, rebound collected. Timeout called by Capital to keep possession, just in case. 6:48 to play. It's a 5-goal game, 6:48 to play, so you need about a goal a minute here if you're Cap to tie this thing up. We'll see if they can do it. We'll be right back. Jake Nanowski, the story of this game, 6 goals and an assist today. That's 7 points for the sophomore from B-Dub. Still got a few more years of him to deal with. And he's been good in this one. He's pacing the attack, and Baldwin Wallace has put the clamps back on Capital now, a 5-goal edge, but Cap has possession, timeout called, and we'll see if they can get something here. They need one. Belt is back in the game, by the way, for Capital, so that's a plus as well. Maybe that was part of the reason for the timeout to get him back in there. Belt has it and pops it over to Mork. And correction, I think Belt was out there before the timeout. Mork lost the ball on the shot, and who else but Akia is there to pick it up, and he just flings one forward, 4-on-3 the other way. Shot from Blossy, save made. McInturf upfield, Krimmels there. Tried to snatch it. He had it. Now he's got it.
There you go, Doc.
Pot passes it back off to Misho. Looked like, again, that was one of those situations where Cap was going to give it away. But they do control it. Under 6 minutes now. I think you got to get one here, this possession. That means where's number 16 if you're Capital?
It's right there, sitting right in the middle.
Belt.
Moves out to the outside.
Shot off the side of the netting. Cap is maybe closest? No, they're going to give it to the goalkeeper, Storner. I think that's the right call. Sharner was behind the net, but he was all the way off to the left, assuming the shot, if it went high, would come out towards him. And Storner sees that, gets outside, and he's closest to it.
It looks like
Byerly takes a shot, misses everything. Go ahead.
Well, it looked like I was looking at Nanowski. He was giving a call to signal everybody to space out, spread out. So it looks like BW is not going to take their foot off the pedal right now.
I mean, I think at this time you chuck it around a little bit. Under 5 minutes, 5-goal lead. And 1 goal is great, but what does it really do for you in the ultimate picture here?
It's just a competitive spirit here.
I guess.
It's conference games here. This is the number 5 seed versus the number 6 seed. just looking ahead right now.
Yeah, these are two teams that should. Oh, nice move.
Phenomenal job right there by
Snyder takes it away from Nanowski. These are two teams that should be able to be in the OAC tournament. It's going to be close in that battle for the 4th spot. Normally it's gotten much more competitive as some of these newer programs have gotten through recruiting cycles now. It's kind of a very even conference in the top 6 or 7 teams. It's pretty competitive, and these teams are both supposed to be in the mix here. Pelton, big shot. That one goes wide. Cap's got Spalding back behind the net now. Belt is still off the field now. He's playing as a midfielder, I guess. Spalding stays on as the attacker with Frund and Scharner. Behind the net with its Manning. Scored earlier in that situation, and I don't know if that was a pass looking for some help inside, but it didn't get anywhere near the goal. Picked up by Storner. McInturf has made 16 saves in this game, and Storner on the other side with 9. Here comes Baldwin Wallace the other way again. Timeout? No, whistle called. 7 again in the attacking zone there for Baldwin Wallace. That's just bad substituting. That's the 3rd or 4th time we've seen that today. Kaznowski has it for Cap. Time is running low. We're under 3.5 now. 5-goal game, and Cap throws one away again.
Time is just not on our side right now, and
I know your competitive spirit argument now. I think with a 3-minute game here, or 3 minute left in the game, you take everything off the gas at this point. Make Capital make a play on you here.
it ain't over, but you need something.
Nanowski will have it and slow it down for Baldwin Wallace. A game that was closer than the score indicates, I think, here. It's a 5-goal advantage, and normally that kind of indicates a comfortable win, but I would say at times this was anybody's ball game, especially when Cap got it down to 2, and then Baldwin Wallace just kind of took advantage from there. And they closed out in the 4th quarter pretty nicely, outscoring Capital 4-3 here in the frame. Capital didn't outscore Baldwin Wallace in any quarter of this game. It was 4-1 in the first, 4-3 in the second, 2-2 in the third, and now 4-3 again here in the 4th.
As he sends that ball straight through the uprights.
Timeout for Capital called. They're going to pull the goalie here, I'm sure. We've seen them do this a little bit. It's kind of a newer thing.
What, to pull your goalie?
Yeah, they're gonna have. Well, this is what they've done it a few times when they're down. I don't know why you do it down 5, but when they're down a few goals at the end of games, they basically just put 7 defenders on the field and have a free guy kind of just run around, which would normally be McInturf, but you pull him, you have 7 defenders, and it's a newer thing. I think it was the Worcester game. Capital did it. It was one of the NCAC games, and the coach from the other side was arguing that Cap had too many defenders in the zone because they had 7 defenders, and the officials they pulled their goalie. There's no goalie. That's your 7th guy. That's how new it is. The coach was so confused on the other side about it that he just assumed Capital had too many defenders on the field when they were leaving the net open. Obviously, I mean, you're probably going to allow a goal. It's just like hockey, but it's an interesting defensive thing, and they've done it a few times, and I think they're going to do it again. McInturf is nowhere near the huddle right now. No, there's 2 huddles going on, actually. He's near the defensive one, I guess. It's weird that you'd have 2 huddles in this situation. But
I will commend the energy that they brought out here in the second half.
Oh, yeah. I think the way they responded after the penalty to Cologne as well, they got a quick goal right at the end of that after they gave up 2, unfortunately. And then the face-off effort by Lake Harris today, also commendable. Cap will do the 7-defender look here. if nothing else, it's kind of fun. It's cool to see. Like, it's nothing I've seen before this year. Capital do at least, or any team they've played. But it creates kind of a frenetic pace here, and Cap has to have one man on at all times, and then Boland's kind of a free man, and B-Dub stepped out of bounds. It's worked every time they've done it.
Well, it's working right now. Hey, about to hit that 2-minute drill. You're only down by 5. It's not impossible.
No.
It's just slim.
Yeah. If you're looking at that win percentage chart, it's not looking good right now, but waiting for that big jump up to 50-50. Need about 3 or 4 goals to get there. Boland's got it for Cap.
You got to push it here. Come on.
Montgomery. 2 minutes. Let's go. I actually like that Baldwin Wallace was kind of contesting at midfield there. It's just using up that much more clock for Capital to get organized.
Baldwin Wallace hasn't led up since the first quarter.
No. They have had a meter going at all times for sure. Sharner. Nothing there. And I mean, time is just ticking away. 1:30 to play now. Montgomery slides around. Shot, save, flag.
I don't call that on Capital.
I think they call it cross-check on Kolke.
We'll take that.
Yeah, they called it a cross-check. I don't know. Kolke's confused, too. It looks pretty clean. I don't know. So, we'll take it. Man-up opportunity for Cap.
About 1:18 left.
They scored on the power play earlier as well. We're running play Hercules, so I don't know what that is.
You know, like Hercules.
Well, I know who Hercules
I know,
is.
yeah, but like, I'm trying to think. Well, Hercules. Ain't that
We need a Greek god out there. He might be Roman, actually. Pass behind the net. Front shot, and that's into the corner.
You ain't never seen? Is that? I'm trying to think. What Eddie Murphy movie is that? Nutty Professor? You ain't never seen Hercules? Hercules?
I got your reference now. That's an oldie, man. That probably came out close to when you were born.
I got an old soul.
Across midfield, Baldwin Wallace has it now. Penalty is over. Kolke is still kneeling for some reason. And they have too many people on the field, so he can't come in. And he said, you know what, that's fine. 35 seconds left in the game. Akia has it. And the Yellow Jackets are going to move to 1-0 in OAC play. Capital will fall to 0-1. And it's a short season this year, Jonathan. Last year they tried to do kind of a home-and-home thing for lacrosse. It didn't really work out with all the cancellations. This year back to the normal schedule. And next up is going to be Muskingum on Wednesday.
It'll be a road stretch.
2 seconds left. Front sends it towards the alleyway, and that'll do it. The Yellow Jackets victorious on the road here at Bernlohr. And looking ahead, Muskingum, we mentioned that's coming up on Wednesday, and then they're on the road again. John Carroll doesn't get any easier. That's your conference favorite right there. And that one will take place on Saturday as well. So 2 road games for Cap. What do you think we'll see from them?
I'm sorry, Jimmy. I'm looking. I'm just like, we don't do the shake hands no more. I was waiting for that line to see if they're going.
Yeah.
Is there any camaraderie here? They're just going to keep walking.
I don't know if we're going to see that in this one.
Okay, I just see us. We just going.
We might. They normally line up after they switch sides here, but
I just wanted to see if sportsmanship was still alive. But looking at for next week as they prepare to hit the road, they're still looking to get their first victory on the road. On the road, they're 0-2, so not doing pretty good on that aspect when it comes to traveling. So they're traveling to Muskegon on this little next OAC.
If there's ever a get-right spot, it's Wednesday against Muskingum. You got to get – that's a game you got to get.
Well, Muskingum is sitting the top, number 2 in the conference right now at 6-2.
We'll see if that holds. That's my take there.
See where it holds.
I don't read much into non-conference just because you don't know who's playing who and all that. And Muskingum's usually a game that Cap gets. That game's Saturday against John Carroll, as they're lining up to shake hands for you here, Jonathan.
Okay, I'm just looking to see the camaraderie here, see if that still exists.
Yeah.
I mean, right now
It's a hard-fought game. I mean, the tensions are high there, so I get it. But, good to see this at the end of the game after some hits each way that weren't so great on both sides.
Right now they're currently playing Otterborn, so that's a 0-0 score right now. So
Muskingum might be turning it around. They haven't really. Again, that's one of those younger teams that you need that recruiting cycle to come through, and you can't just walk on this conference anymore and compete like you used to be able to when there's 5 or 6 teams.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you could have a pretty decent team come out, but now you've got established programs, and if you're in year one, you're in some trouble playing against some of these teams here. So, I mean, Muskingum on Wednesday, John Carroll Saturday. That's the team to watch out for. That'll be the real test for this Capital team, and we'll see them back at home on Wednesday, April 6th is our next men's home game. That one's against Marietta, another one of those younger teams in terms of their years of experience in the program here at the varsity level. The women, they start off on the right note. They get a win against Baldwin Wallace as well over on the road at Baldwin Wallace. And we'll see them on Wednesday against Muskingum and Saturday against John Carroll as well. So join us for those. If you like watching goals,
hey, I'm telling you, dude,
Wednesday is going to be one to watch.
Women out here getting dubs.
Yeah, they're 10-0 now. I believe that's the best start they've had in program history, if I remember reading that on the website correctly, athletics.capital.edu. So,
I mean, it is Women's History Month, so women out here eating every day. So, hey, love to see it. You love to see it.
We'll see if they can continue the hot start. And like I said, you're going to see a lot of goals in that game on Wednesday. Saturday, probably be a little bit tighter, but no one's been hanging with the women yet. So, it's pretty impressive what they've done. And we encourage you to tune in as well on Wednesday and Saturday to check out those broadcasts as well. I think you have the game Wednesday, right, Jonathan?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, get the boys ready for some goal calls. You're gonna see a lot of them.
I love calling. Let's see, we got the Goats, we got the dynamic duo and the twins and the Searle sisters.
Yeah,
it's a lot of, you feel me? That team is just a powerhouse team. It don't get no better than that to call them.
So Jonathan will be here Wednesday for that. I'll be here Saturday for the John Carroll game as well. And keep an eye out on the website. We have all the spring sports kind of in swing right now. Some weather kind of messed with that this weekend, but keep an eye out on the website, athletics.capital.edu, for all the updates here in Comets Athletics. And with that, we will sign off. A 14-9 win for Baldwin Wallace. 0-for-1 on the OAC try this season for Capital, but still a lot of season left, and we'll see if we can maybe get a rematch against these Yellow Jackets come postseason time.
Big facts, big facts.
14-9 final score, and we'll catch you next time here from Bernlohr. Thanks for tuning in.